Hey, oh, it's a prospect review here. What are you doing? This guy's from Ohio. That ain't even a real place. What's up, everybody? It is Italian Cody Chalifoux here, back, giving you a prospect profile. Just checking in on some of our top prospects on the fam. We are back here with the Yad Goats as they take on the Rumble Ponies, a real team. Yes, a real team here in Shippa Stadium. 79 and 44 yard goats, but we don't really give a shit. We're here to talk about the one, the only, the Christopher Sutton. He was a late round pick in 2027, someone we got later in the draft. He's the number 54 major league prospect and the number 6 prospect in our organization. He is raw at the moment, has been better than expected in Double-A at just 18. A guy that we thought we were going to stash in Single-A all year. Due to a combination of injuries, a thinner pitching group than we thought we were going to get, plus guys graduating to the major league teams, guys getting shipped off in trades, just happened to the fact that, hey, we needed him to be in Double-A, and he has answered that call. His best skill is home run prevention, which is very funny to mention after he just gives up this absolute nuke to begin the game. But yeah, he really doesn't give up home runs other than the few here or there. You're going to give up home runs if you play baseball. Just he doesn't give them up as often as other players do. Two-seamer, 12-6, slider, changeup, sinker mix. So 5-pitch mix. Everything moves. Doesn't have a straight pitch on him. And it moves really well. He throws a hard slider as well. So that slider just comes in there and beelines and adds his only lateral pitch, but also differentiates himself from his other off-speed pitches because it does, tick up to flirting with the 90s. His changeup and his sinker are his best pitches, so able to use those two off of each other, use them to get strikes, use them to punch out guys after, and setting up his other pitches. Again, that's just kind of the pitcher he is, and it's young. It's developing. But again, like we said, at a young age, has come in and done things well. So we only expect him to get better and better from here. He excels at getting ground balls, which is nice to see, especially with his mix. Everything does beat down. Two-seamer kind of runs in, has similar movement to the sinker, but can throw it, has more control in it, can throw it up in the zone or down the zone, generates ground balls. The 12-6 goes straight down. It's hard to get on top of that. Or under that. The slider obviously kind of is the one wrinkle in there. The changeup also dives down, so everything is influencing ground balls where he likes to be. That's why he prevents home runs so much, because I'm a ground ball guy. I'm not going to blow anything by you, other than a few strikeouts here and there, which is mostly using pitches to set him up. He's going to nibble the corners. He's going to have good command. He's going to get ground balls. In this game that we saw against the Rumble Ponies, only one mistake the first time through, and that was that home run we saw. And he got some strikeouts. He was able to get some strikeouts in early. However, that third inning and the second time through got touched up a little bit. Like a ground ball pitcher does, he had some BABIP unluck, as we like to say here. Just ground balls that weren't hit too particularly hard, just kind of through the holes, just away from guys, blooped over. Wasn't too hard hit, just kind of hit where guys aren't. Gave up some hits, gave up some base runners, gave up some traffic. But that is kind of what it was. In this game, he finished 6 strong, picked up the win, gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 7 strikeouts, and that 1 home run allowed. Did not walk anybody in this start as well. How does he get to the big leagues? Well, again, just young, raw, 18. He's already almost a top 50 prospect in the league right now. He's just added into that list of the guys that we have that could be major league contributors. So just add him to that list is what it is. I think give him some time. We have the ability to wait on him. Let him go do his thing, and he could be in the major leagues in 3-4 years or so. We're not too worried. That is the prospect profile of Chris Sutton, someone we are very high on. Again, a top 6 prospect for us individually. Here's William Kim, a guy that we looked at in the draft when he was drafted. Number 18 center fielder in the league. We got him from the TJ Antone trade last season with the San Diego Padres. An elite fielder for his age, very athletic out there in center field. Bat is an all-around solid spot, which actually favors power a little bit more as well. So this is the kind of the Brenton Doyle mold, and right here could be Doyle with a better bat, where we think the fielding plays really well right now if we were to have him in the major leagues, and it could get even better. And I think right now the bat is in a similar spot at Doyle, which says I think a lot more about Doyle, that his bat was kind of a double-A bat, but his glove was so good and his speed was so good. And you see a lot of similarities in William Kim, which is why we were able to get him, kind of reset that Doyle clock, I guess, right? Traded Doyle away, got Kim. I thought that was a pretty good replacement for us. Gives us some time to let him develop. Wasn't already up, didn't have, the arbitration stuff and kind of that deadline. And if he can OPS 650 or more, then we're getting, I think, a better player, I think, when it's all said and done. One thing holding him back is he can't consistently barrel up the baseball. I think that is his one thing that's driving him back, in the fact that he's making contact, but it's weak. He's just missing the barrel. Getting under pitches, swinging a little bit too early, just can't find that sweet spot. When he does, I think he'll really be able to tap into that power, then let his speed get some extra hits, either through the gaps, infield hits, whatever it may be. I think that is the next thing to do. And when he is able to get a hold of the ball, he's able to do damage. We saw him get he had 3 hits, 3 extra base hits, including this home run you're seeing right now. Had a triple, had a double as well, 2 runs, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. And he's also able to use his legs as a weapon. And again, barreling up that ball, getting balls into the gap, using those legs, turns those singles into doubles or triples, gets the OPS up, gets your value up, gets your run numbers up, get our run numbers up, gets our wins up. That is what it is. So William Kim, a guy that, for a guy with a cap ceiling, we think he's still the guy that we are looking at outside of our top 20 prospects, but a prospect that could enter the major league ranks at some point. Which of these 2 guys are you looking more forward to being in the major leagues? Let me know in the comments below. That was another prospect profile here with the Colorado